Leafs talk. JD Bunkus, Sam McKee. The Toronto Maple Leafs lose again. That's not new, buddy. It's it's so bad that I actually have more positive things than negative things tonight. But like, refreshing that they just lost in a normal way.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because, like, if this wasn't their fifth straight loss, I would have a lot more praise, right? Where you just want to be like, yeah, I thought they played really great for the majority of the game tonight and had a ton of chances and we're working hard and we're, I thought the better team for a lot of the night. But I got to tell you, man, like when you look at the standings and you see only the Buffalo Sabres behind the Toronto Maple Leafs, it's harder to have moral victories. And where has this effort been for a week and a half? And, can they only play with their backs against the walls? So like, yeah, I mean, I have lots of positive stuff in my notes. I mean, it would be hard to have like fully negative stuff, but the negativity comes from the fact that like you need wins here. Like if you want to try to save this season, other teams are winning all the time. Boston won again tonight. Like, there's some separation starting.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to do like major moral victories here. I get it. They're in a losing streak. People are pissed off. I'm guessing that the chat is pissed again. I'm going to ultimately they blew a lead heading into a third period against a team that has won a bunch of games in a row, but certainly is not a like fully formed nasty hockey team, right?
That's their first comeback win of the season.
Yeah, exactly. Like you had them up against the ropes. And I'm going to start with my biggest negative of the game, which is, do we have the Blackhawks game-winning goal? Because this to me was emblematic of the entire season. In fact, the game-tying goal was as well. So we can kind of go through both of them. The first goal that Chicago scores. But it's one Blackhawk with 3 Leafs back in support, and they can't get the puck. Like, this is the biggest problem all season long, man. There's no, like, look at this. They set up this game-tying goal because the Leafs just cannot get engaged on the boards, win a puck battle, and get it out. And it's just felt like this all year. It doesn't matter how many men the Leafs bring to the corner or to the boards or to go fetch a puck. They don't feel like they actually have the advantage back there. They can get turned around real quick, and all of a sudden the puck's in the back of their net. And so, yeah, they were in it. They played better, but as long as this issue exists, they're just not going anywhere.
Yeah, there's still, I mean, on the goals, it's still, big mistakes, and it's still like stuff that, drives you. I mean, the Teravainen one, Riley gets absolutely dog walked on that play, but it's Philip Myers, who's supposed to be a bigger, stronger defenseman. I'm not sure what else he's providing, just gets bodied by
turned inside out
by 5'9" Frank Nazar. Yeah. That it's like, I mean, that's a guy you should probably win a battle against. It's just these mistakes all over the ice. And even in a game where you play better and you're working harder and you're sustaining Ozo time, you still have to play in your own zone. And they flashed up the stat. I think they said that this is 16 of 18 games this year that the Leafs have let 3 or more goals in. You don't win hockey. You like, thank God they've scored as many goals as they've had. I think they've had the best shooting percentage in the league all year. Like, if they didn't have that, buddy, like they are even further down the standings. Like, you're talking about like with the Blues and the Wild and the, the Flames, like it's remarkable how bad they've been in their own zone.
Yeah. And like, we've been running highlights of the first goal.
Yeah.
And this one to me is purely number 74. Like, Bobby McMahon has 3 different chances to get the puck out, and 3 different times he makes soft plays. And we've been praising him for the offense. We've been praising him for playing a little bit tougher, but you can't just do that in the offensive zone. You got to do it. You got to do it in 200 feet. You got to be able to do it in your own end. And I'll tell you, if there's like, I can start with like, I guess we can get a lot of the negative stuff out of the way.
Well, that line in general in the first period was awful. Really bad.
Really terrible.
McMahon, Domi, and Michelli. I thought that they had multiple horrible shifts in their defensive zone. And I saw our boy Petrielli put out a tweet about Myers and Domi playing together at the same time and how those two guys can be playing together at the same time, the amount of goals that they've been on the ice for versus how many times it's been against. And I'm trying to look for it here quickly, but it's just too, like, it's bad. You can't have those two guys out there together. Yeah. Petrelli said that this is the game 19 for the Leafs, and the Domi, and Domi has been outscored 8 to 18 at 5-on-5. And Myers has been scored. Has been outscored 5 to 11 now.
Well timed.
5 to 11 for Myers, 18-8 for Domi, and you have them on the ice at the same time. It's like, that's just not good coaching. You can't have those guys out there together, and it ends up going in the back of your net for the first goal of the game. So it's not pretty.
Listen, Myers Myers shouldn't be playing. We were doing this every night. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's awful. And now they got Troy Stretcher, which is, I guess, an upgrade on that. They claimed him off waivers today. If anybody didn't see it, from Edmonton. Tree Living's trying to do his thing where he's rumored to be in for Rasmus Anderson, already signed Chris Tanev, now claimed Troy Stretcher. He wants
get the band back together, baby. What year was that was the decor? And
I think that was 3 years ago. Like, that's 3 years ago decor of the Calgary Flames, who, by the way, went nowhere, but whatever. Who cares? They
filled in by Connor McDavid and the Oilers in the second round.
Again, I don't like doing this because there's so many team-wide issues, but I'm at the point now where I'm going full Justin Bourne. I don't really think they should be playing Max Domi.
Yeah. That's tough. It's a tough one because
they don't have a second line center. They don't have Matthews. They let David Kampf walk. They didn't let him walk. They had an ugly divorce,
which is so weird.
Yeah, hasn't been a divorce this ugly from the Leafs since like Owen Nolan. It's bad, man. It's a horrible divorce.
Nolan. But I'm just trying to see the ice times tonight to see what
he's just not giving them anything, man.
Waugh played way more tonight than he has. So I think, and I'm trying to find what Domi's ice time was. Yeah, like Waugh played second line center tonight.
Of course. That was the second line.
Yeah, Domi played 12-17 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And Waugh, who I thought was noticeable in a good way tonight, played 19-45. So they recognize very clearly. And I just, I thought that line had its moments with Waugh. If we're doing some positive talk, I thought that Waugh and Nyes and Cowan had some moments where I thought they were good and they had some jump. I thought, Cowan noticeable, but I need you to score one of those chances, buddy. It's a tight game. You got to break away. Like, you're a kid and you shoot one over the
rolls on him.
Like, he had a couple chances where they really needed a goal out of him. It was a tight game. I thought he was pretty good otherwise. A couple bad penalties. The one is just the most tired brain ever. But I do think that line showed some potential. But that second line where you're just kind of putting together the rest of the mishmash offensive guys it's just not sustainable. It's just not a tenable situation.
And it'd be one thing if the rest of the team was playing like quality D, right? And that you felt like you had to survive it. But given that the issues are they can't, and like, again, it bit them in the ass tonight. The first goal of the game goes in because that group is out there and they just don't have enough of an offensive identity that can counter their complete inability to defend.
Yeah.
And that's what you saw tonight. And as for the actual second line, like, I saw people, tweeting out the lines and they put the Domi line as number 2, because I think they're just used to putting Domi there.
Yeah.
And it's not, it's factually not the second line.
Yeah.
Like, they're the third line. There's no doubt about it. And you knew that they were going to give more minutes to Waugh, and they were going to give any line with Matthew Nyes on it versus those other 3 guys was obviously going to play more, right? Like,
that
was a no-brainer. I liked the mix. I thought that they played well. You're right about some tired brain moments from Cowan.
Yeah.
I will say I got two Cowan things. One is maybe it's just because he has hardcore baby face, but he looks like he's starting to get a bit frustrated, which scares me. And having him around this team with all these bad vibes, I just don't love. I just don't love it whatsoever.
It's like Embiid on the early Sixers process.
Yeah, just it's not what you want, brother. And they flashed to him on the bench a couple of times, and he just looked like overwhelmed kid face. And his game looks more mature than his face.
Yeah.
But I don't like that. And 2, okay, I know they're trying to get him going with like power play 1 stuff.
It's too much.
And being the extra attacker. Agree. What are we doing here? Like, in no world is he a more valuable player on power play 1 right now, which, by the way, tonight, power play again, completely awful. In the first power play unit, the second power play they had of the game, it was ice tilted for Chicago.
Yeah.
Third one, they didn't do a damn thing. I think that I'm going to go out on a limb and guess power play maybe had 2 shots tonight. Yeah. And one of them was definitely the second unit late in the third one where they were kind of jamming away at the net. And Robertson looks good on that unit. Michelli looks solid on that unit. They didn't really do too much because, again, they're given 45 seconds to try and do something. But I just don't understand the urgency of throwing Cowan up on power play 1 and having him be the extra attacker when you've got guys like Michelli and the way that Robertson is going, or trying to get Max Domi do something positive for you and give him a look on a first power play. It makes no sense to me. Shelter him. Like, let him play second power play, give him the 45 seconds, let him go be a digger. Yeah. It just feels weird, man. And I don't like,
you know what it is?
What?
You know what it is? To me, it's just screams at a coach that is feeling the heat and he doesn't care. He thinks that he's one of his best 6 guys. And he does not care about development. He does not care about anyone's feelings. He doesn't care about anything. He's playing them because he thinks he needs to win to keep his job.
Yeah, but that'd be one thing if he was making plays and scoring goals. And again, like, he gets the breakaway tonight, but it's out of a broken play where he comes out of the box.
I know. I'm just saying that, like, in the coach's mind, he's loved him since the start of camp. He's been praising him every chance he gets, calls him cowboy. Was like sneaky pissed off when they sent him down for cap reasons. Like, oh, he'll be back. This kind of thing. Like, the coach clearly thinks that he's one of his best players. We may not agree, but like, he's playing him like he is, and he's deploying him like he's in the inner circle of the trust tree, but they're just asking too much of him. It's like, you know, it's like sending Trey Savage back out there for trying to get outs in the 8th inning of the World Series. It's like, it's just at some point it's too much to ask.
Yeah, and at least, like, Trey Savage did something. And
yeah, sure, he did. But sending him back out there for that second inning and letting Max Muncy hit a nuke off of him was not the best managing. Sure, it's just like, you gotta be careful with this guy.
I agree. Let's not trauma bond those two things. I don't want to talk about this. By the way, quick side tangent to that. It's too soon to be running "Thank You Blue Jays" commercials. And,
oh my God, I have to switch the channel every time I switch the channel.
It's too soon, and I get it. Like, we got to appreciate the run, and no one's mad, but don't do that to us. Like,
brother, couldn't agree more. It's I'm watching flip.
Yeah, I'm watching the Leafs get body bagged every night, and then you got to you slam in my face.
Have you seen the TV at work? Yeah. There's a TV at work by like the radio cafe. I walk by it every day, and it's just playing like a sad montage of Jays. I'm like, oh my God, I got to take a different route to my desk. I can't do this every day.
You haven't seen me leave the office in a long time, but I'm sunglasses on, headphones, bomb.
You're superstar.
Oh yeah, I'm out of there. I'm not lingering. But yeah, the Cowan thing, I will say this too, man. It's frustrating and it's annoying, but one of the things that I really wanted with him, and I don't want him to feel entitled. We've already had way too much entitlement with the young guys.
Such a great point, bro.
And the fact that he's like coming up and they go, hey, you're cowboy and you're on power play 1 and you're earn it, man. I don't need the culture to trickle down to the next generation of younger players. And one of the things that I actually liked the most tonight was, like, outside of the play of that line, was just putting Matthew Nyes with a different group of players and saying, hey, drive your own line, make something happen.
Yeah.
Like, you're not playing with the same guys over and over again. You're not just a complimentary piece to the stars that we have here. Do your own thing. Someday you're going to have to play on your own without these kind of guys. So why not make it happen now? And I thought,
huge contract, dude. It's time.
Yeah. And I thought that he acquitted himself well. If you're asking me who the best Leafs were tonight, I thought Nyes was definitely one of them. So it worked out. I don't like giving Cowan everything right out of the gate. And I certainly don't like it when a power play goes 0 for 3 and shows you absolutely no signs of life, and he's a part of it, that you just keep going back to the well and saying, no, we're going to cowboy. When you don't get a shot on net with the extra attacker, and I don't really know exactly what his role is supposed to be, that he's one of those guys that's out there versus dudes that were on the playoff roster for you last year already have professional contracts.
Yeah, and he just doesn't like Michelli, I don't think.
Sure.
Like he will not, for the life of me, he will not put him on the top power play unit. It's like,
I got to tell you, Michelli obviously is the most obvious injection of what they need on their first power play. That is, it's like it. I'm not crazy about Michelli either, man. I'm not trying to write sonnets about Michelli.
Of course not.
Yeah, like, but he clearly does one thing pretty well, and that's move the puck and zip it around, and he's got the jitterbug energy. Like, I just give it a look. Give it a look. He's a pro. He's a pro at that.
Yeah. Like if you are kind of frustrated with what he's been giving you this year, a way to get some value out of him is to put him in extremely offensive situations like the power play and put him with good players. Yeah. It's weird. It's weird why they haven't gone to it yet.
I got to say this too, like, because we got this message in the chat from James Bruce. He says, I think they use the kid to show the rest of the bunch what trying looks like. It's like, okay, are you really watching these games right now and seeing like a completely different, like they actually played a good hockey game tonight for the most part. They played a much better, they sustained pressure in the offensive zone a few times that resulted in some goals.
Yeah.
Did you really watch this game and think like, wow, Cowan is the one who's really forcing the issue here, or that he's ever really forcing the issue? No. Like he's not, James. No. It's this trying element of this is not it. They're pressing. And if anybody's pressing, it's a kid who's being asked at 20 years old to come in and bail out the Toronto Maple Leafs in the midst of a horrific slide. Like it's stupid from just about every angle. I can't tell you one thing that I like about it, period. It's not working, brother.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Awesome.
Yeah.
We had some conversation
to start.
Yeah. I think he was maybe a little worried at the start of the game, just kind of getting in there. Yeah. And I wrote down a couple times in my notes, I hate how much he plays the puck, but I'm not gonna dwell on that. But he's scary playing the puck, loves to play it, thinks he's a forward out there. Terrifying. Anyways, we've had a lot of conversations on this show about goaltending to start this year, obviously. And it was just like, oh yeah, this guy's a professional NHL goaltender.
Yeah. Look different.
It's like, oh yeah, like this is what it looks like when you have a good goalie. So I thought he was excellent. No chance on all the goals, really. Like that tip was one of the best tips you're going to see. Yep. Teravainen undresses Riley right against the post and then the cross crease. But everything else, he saw it, he stopped it. Really encouraging night from Joseph Woll. Really encouraging.
Yep. Like I said, I thought this game was going to be to script from what we've seen because
me too.
The first 10 minutes of this game, they had one shot. Actually, they had two, and it was
Robertson.
From outside the zone, dumping it in, but decided to put it on net. And then they got another one. I think it was like Lorentz or somebody that off a turnover sort of just whipped one towards the net. So they had two shots in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And Chicago's controlling the play. And I thought Woll just looked, again, this is just purely my eye test, looked a little uncomfortable in the net, like he was trying to find it a bit, a little scrambly. And from pretty much that moment forward, Leafs dominated the last 6 minutes of the first frame and gave Woll a chance to actually settle in. And I thought that he was great. Seeing it, fighting through screens, making a few athletic saves, not a ton of nasty rebounds that were just in front of him, just like look good. So if there's the most encouraging thing from this game by far is the way that Woll looked.
Yeah. I thought both goalies were good. Spencer Knight, that's a stroke of brilliance from them where they identified a guy. And like, if you heard his full story, Valley had talked about him on our show on Tuesday that like he had extreme like OCD, like where he was like washing his hands like 100 times a day and like really struggling that.
Yeah.
And like he was a high pedigree guy. He was world junior goaltender, like really high pick. And he fought through that. He got through that issue that he was dealing with, and they identified him and they made a great trade with a team that already obviously had a great starting goalie. And boy, this guy looks like, he looks sick. Although I wrote down in my notes that did he borrow Matt Murray's chest protector? Is that thing regulation size or what? Like, oh my God, it's huge. Yeah. I'm like, no wonder he has a 970 save percentage in the first period.
Yeah.
Because he has the chest protector the size of the net. But anyways, good goaltended game tonight. Good goaltending. I thought both were really good. So
ref talk?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to talk about? Oh, high stick. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the Leafs got a great whistle tonight.
Yeah, I do too. I thought that there was a few that went their way. I thought they missed a blatant high stick on Benoit, and then they evened it up by letting Bobby McMahon literally can open a guy right in front of the goal and right in front of the goalie and the ref. So that was a
Bobby McMahon full stopped.
Yeah, he thought it was done. He was like, can opener. Yeah, he was like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, this is the most a penalty can possibly be.
Yeah.
4 feet from an official staring right at the play, and it was a play on. But the high stick, I texted you guys that I thought it was going to be a goal.
Yeah, you were all over that one. The group chat, I was like, I don't know, this guy's calling a shot here. Puck knower.
No, but it's not even a puck knower thing. It's just enough. This happens too often now, where whenever they try to make this call, and we saw it a couple of times last year, it's like the most impossible to reverse call ever.
But I disagree.
It's such an obvious high stick.
I disagree that it's impossible, because I'm watching it and his stick is above his shoulders and it contacts the puck and it leads to a goal.
Listen, I am a believer in it's like not to Varsho it again, or not to Blue Jays it again. But if you recall, there was that catch Varsho made in, I think it was against Tampa.
Yes, in the final. Oh no, it wasn't the final series of the year.
No, but they played Tampa twice. That's why it was like the second last one against Tampa. He makes a catch it was at the Trop.
Yeah,
and they reviewed it.
George Steinbrenner.
Whatever. Field. Sorry, Steinbrenner Field. Right. Steinbrenner Field. They're going back to the Trop. Yeah. And they go, hey, it's inconclusive. We can't overturn this. And I hate that. I think that there is if it's 99.9%, you just make the 99.9% call. And like Nylander's stick is fully up in the air. It's above his opponent's head. And the puck changes direction as he's doing that.
Like the guy's ducking because his stick is so high.
Exactly. And he does, the like shrug over to the official. Like, what are you doing? Look at what just happened. Call the play dead. And then the refs have the audacity to not only say call on the ice stance, they said confirmed.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, Leafs need any break they can get right now. So I wasn't going to complain about it, but I thought that was a blatantly wrong. I don't know where I heard this idea, and I don't know how it would ever be possible, but like the people in the situation room should not know what the call on the ice is.
Yeah. I've said this take many times.
Maybe it was you that told me.
Yeah. But I listen, I don't think it's my original take, but I've been on this for a while now, that if you don't know what the call is in the situation room, that's so much better for the game than what we have right now.
Because it feels like they're afraid to show up the refs.
Yes.
Like I don't know what other reasoning for that to not be reversed.
No, but it happens in every sport.
Yeah.
And you know what? The one that is kind of feels like it's leaning the actual other way and is ahead of the curve, football.
Yeah. Yeah.
Football feels like they're doing it where it's like, wait, I didn't know that was 100% conclusive. And you're going, hey, you know what, man? 99% is good enough than 100. They have the eye in the sky, and sometimes they'll like call it down and like they'll reverse the call before they even have to challenge it and stuff. So yeah, maybe you're right. NFL officiating, great. Who knew? And again, if you're going to say confirmed, give us the shot that says that it's confirmed.
Yeah. If you like, Simmer said it best. If you're going to draw a line from the top of his stick to like his shoulders where it makes contact, that line is not going to be straight. It's a high stick.
It's awful. Like if that, again, I'm just bringing it up because if that goes against the Leafs, ref talk is popping off like crazy in the chat tonight. It's a full game of ref talk. And there was a real moment there where I thought they got that call and then they missed the McMahon trip and it was still 2-1 when that happened. And I texted you, I was like, did they rig it for the boys?
Yeah, actually, and Luke put a great point in there that I wanted to bring up. Leafs got a power play.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is a perfect opportunity to step on the throats. They're pissed off about that call going their way. They're going to be a little bit rattled, and they just let them off the hook with a horrendous power play. They can't even gain the zone.
No.
They can't. It's just like, God, look threatening. And it's like they've scored more goals recently. Like, I get it. They've kind of been like, quote unquote, hot, I guess. But it's like, no,
man. Power play 2. I feel like is more threatening.
Yes. Yes.
And
because Michelli passes it to the middle of the ice and Robertson shoots it hard.
Yeah. And it's the same entitlement stuff where it's like, and welcome to the Leafs, Easton Cowan, where you're just immediately on power play 1 and the results don't matter until they eventually just decide to cycle through Oliver Ekman-Larsson to Morgan Rielly and keep flipping and flopping those guys instead of anything drastic. No creativity, total predictability, lame.
Positive again for me tonight.
Yeah.
Robertson.
Bud, I'm glad you brought this up. I got 4 top notes in this game, and that is one of them. And I would just like to say that I'm tricked. I'm tricked.
Oh, buddy, I'm tricked.
I'm tricked. Like
totally.
I can't. I've been trying to like hold the hard line and not be tricked.
Buddy. He pulled the jack out that I had in my hand. I was like, oh my God, that was my card.
Yeah.
How'd you know?
Yeah, but he's the mind freak. He's fully. Yeah.
What was that guy? Oh, Chris Angel.
Angel.
We should call him the Angel.
Yeah, like he mind freaked the boys. Like I'm back. Like I just can't help it. Like not every shift, but there's so many shifts where he's just hungry on pucks and making things happen. And I just like him. I really like his game. And I'm tricked. I'm in. I was trying not to be tricked. I was doing everything. I was the big like cross arm guy. Like I'm not going to be tricked. And
tough guy.
I was the toughest guy. I'm tricked. He's good, man. He's just playing so good. His brother scored tonight, and I'm like, man, maybe they're just good. Maybe
Borny sent me a quote. I'm not sure. He sent in our group chat where it's from. Maybe it's from Luke Fox because he does his Fox Fast Five in his post gamers that I love.
Those are actually really good.
And I think it's maybe from that. It says Nick Robertson is on a heater, 8 points in 8 games since getting a relatively long look in the top 6. Why the uptick in production? Ice time, Robertson answers. That's it. I don't love that. Well, but he's probably right.
Well, here's the thing though, too. I don't do this. I was just gonna say that, like,
you're gonna do it. It sounds like you're gonna do it.
Well, you got to wonder what the relationship's like moving forward too. If he has a bomb season,
yeah, he's like, you guys. Yeah. But the thing is, this is why they've been afraid to trade him because he goes somewhere else and he gets top 6 minutes.
Yeah,
and he's like, I mean, I love that goal he scored tonight.
Yeah,
where Tavares is like, I mean, God, Tavares, dog on a bone, brings a puck around to the front of the net like he's always done. And Robertson, this guy is a mutant that he's going. That guy's like 6'10" out there. Mm-hmm. And Robertson's 5'9", and he just gets right underneath him, beats him to the spot, and just digs a puck in. Like, I loved that goal.
Like I said, man, he's been hungry on puck.
Hungry. Working his bag off is what I wrote down. Just every shift, he's really, really trying his hardest. So I've been impressed, man.
You can just see it in his face too. Like he's confident, man. And remember how much he was falling down?
All the time. Doesn't fall anymore.
Never, like rarely falls. He did fall. He got hit once in this game where it was like got kind of barreled, but just way stronger on his skates this year, way more confident. Just it's clicking for him, man.
Yeah, like, it's coming together. I mean, he's not that old. How old is he? 18 now. He's like they put him they put him in the bubble. He was 12 years old when he was playing in the bubble. So,
I like it, man. I'm tricked. I'm fully tricked.
Too.
And I think at this point, if you're not tricked, you're just being a hardo. Like it's hard not to be tricked.
Well, I mean, there's not a lot of I wish I could give him credit, but I saw a tweet the other day that was like, we all thought Nick Robertson would be great on some other bad team. Turns out that bad team.
That's actually a great point. That's a really great point.
I forget who tweeted it. I wish I could give them credit, but it's I saw it. I'm like, God damn.
That's an elite tweet because I've had that thought during the Robertson trickeries too, though, where I'm like, I'm comparing him to a team full of guys I can't stand.
Yeah. It's like he pops.
Yeah.
He pops.
Anyway, I'm done. I got nothing else.
I got 2 other things.
Okay.
I mean, we gotta have a little Bedsy talk, bud.
God, he's so good, man. His vision is disgusting.
He has, like, I mean, I've tried to watch him the last couple of years, but God, the Blackhawks are so hard to watch, and he was struggling. And was he -40 the last 2 years? He's taken a major step. and like his puck possession where he's just stronger on the puck. His playmaking is like this pass. If you're watching on, oh my God. Like that is,
I mean, it's
insane.
like there's very few guys who can see the ice like this.
And there can't be more guys that change the angle better that I've ever seen than him. That one toe drag on the power play where I think somebody got a stick on it, but the way it's like he's moving it 6 feet. It's crazy. I don't know if like the Olympics are such a big grind and like you need big time guys who've played in big time games, but I'm just really happy that this is happening and that like he's part of our future as a team.
For sure, man.
Right? Like
if he's not there now, he's going to be
next one. He's there 100%. So
you and I were texting about this though. Like he's just giving me Marner flashbacks in terms of the way that he moves.
He's a combo of Marner and Matthews. He shoots it like Matthews used to before he,
well, that's who he stole the shot from.
Yeah. He always thought, I mean, that's how old we are, is that like guys like looked up to Matthews, but he really is a combo of those two guys. It's crazy. He was awesome. And the other thing I just wanted to bring up, their anthem in Chicago, buddy.
Rules.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I'm like bleeding heart Canadian. I'm almost crying at their anthem. I'm just like, geez.
Yeah.
Like that is a beautiful thing. So I love that. I love that barn. I was there. I actually went for a Bulls game once there.
Nice.
I saw Dwight Howard versus Derrick Rose in his rookie year. Dwight Howard had like 45 points and just like dominated. So
don't get me going on hoops talk.
Rappies, eh? You're loving the Rappies.
I am. I'm liking the Raps there. I think they're good. Like,
I got to get back in, man. I find it doesn't hold my attention like it used to.
I made this prediction on my show, but they're going to be the team you're going to see all on ESPN in a week or two from now.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, don't sleep on this rat. Like Kendrick Perkins.
Oh, really?
Like, I was always about this rat. Yeah, it was the crappy Pacers tonight. Like, there's no doubt about it. Yeah. Like Luke, just salty boy. Just
he's sour. He's working a Saturday night.
I get it. Oh, the crappy Pacers. They're playing a soft schedule coming up here, and I think that they're going to be like, 12-5, 11-6, and people are going to be talking about them, and then they'll play some real teams, and we'll get a better test. But I like a lot of what the starting five fits together a little better than I thought it was going to.
It's funny. We talk about Brad Treliving having a type when it comes to defensemen who are just like big butchers who can't pass.
Yeah.
Bobby Webster's got a type when it comes to guards, undersized, gritty point guards. Shed is just Fred VanVleet.
Shed rules. Yeah.
He's just rules. He's just early Fred VanVleet. Like the games I've watched, I'm like, these two GMs have a type, but they should flip their types. It's like, we should get like a small puck moving defenseman and like a taller guy for the Raps.
It's the Zoomers, right? That's below Gen Z.
Yeah.
Zoomers are going to be like, they won't know about Fred VanVleet, and they're going to be like Jamal Shed, and people will get in arguments like Shed versus it's going to be like,
I love Shed. Yeah. Anyways, that's Raps talk.
Yeah, that was Raps talk. Gen Alpha after Gen Z. Luke would know. They're all young. We might actually have to do Raps talk. When the Leafs like, we're going to just have to transition into like doing a Raps talk because the Leafs are going to be 25 points out of a playoff spot. Yeah. Raps talk.
Raps talk. Shed's good. End of takes.
Fans of Shed. All right, let's wrap this up. You can reach out anytime, Twitter and Instagram at JD Bunkis, at Sam McKee. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a thumbs up. If you're listening on podcast, and if you're not, subscribe to the podcast. The podcast helps us out a ton. So do that. Leave a review, and we will see you Tuesday against the Blues, I think, or Blue Jackets, one or the other. Yeah, Tuesday. Hey, it's great that this schedule is so condensed for the Olympics so that we just get so much Leafs hockey that it's 4 nights a week. So many Leafs talks. So many Leafs talks for everybody. 4 nights a week, Leafs talk. See you then.